one thing that I always tell people when they ask me like, you know, how to get started and everything, I tell them like, it's easy to do stuff when you're inspired. That's the easiest time.
Oh, 100%.
But when you don't want to do something and you're tired and you're sleepy and you got shit drama going on or life is fucking you over, like that's when it really counts. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Yeah, I really believe on like self-inspiration, man. Sometimes you got to talk yourself into it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's going to be worth it. You know what I mean?
Somebody, the guy from Smash Iron, Jay, was telling me that he doesn't, it was Nick from Smash Iron. He was telling me he doesn't believe in motivation because motivation is temporary. You have to have that self-discipline of like, I'm going to keep doing this.
Yeah, which is real
even
too.
When I don't feel like I'm motivated to do it.
Yeah.
Because think about like how many times like we'll start going to the gym. That New Year's resolution comes around. They go to the gym for a month, 2 weeks, and they stop.
Yeah.
Like, what does it take for you to keep going and not stop? It's got to be that self-discipline, right?
Yeah.
I have none. But I can speak on it.
Well, you have it with alcohol.
There we go. There we go.
Discipline, bro.
Until I start drinking again, then it was cool.
Oh, it's all good though, bro. You gotta live life.
But yeah, man. What's it called? Even Gary Vaynerchuk talks about it. He was saying like go watch a couple of my YouTube channels and then unsubscribe. I never want to see you again. He goes like, I want you to get out there and do it, and not have to come back and rely on me for inspiration. You know
I mean, it's like Tony Robbins. Like he had like a big issue with he didn't want people to keep coming back to his seminars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's like, you should literally come here once and never come back here again.
That's why it's so expensive.
But he's like,
kind of drastic.
But then it's at the same time like that's just humans. Like we forget and we need to be refueled. You know. I just I think the one thing too with the motivation thing, like I see where he was coming from, but now thinking of it, because creativity is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Creativity because people don't understand, it's not binary. It's a different like.
Oh yeah.
Scope of the
If
brain
you're talking about inspiration for creating, not the will to create, right? We're talking about. Yeah, I get what you're saying. You're saying that like we as artists, we take inspiration from everything we see.
Yeah.
You know, it goes back to that book that we were talking about earlier, the Steal Like an Artist. If you watch a movie and then you see like a scene in that movie and it makes you feel a certain kind of way, like this would be a dope photo, or something like that. Like that, we always take inspiration from the things that we watch, and that's never gonna stop.
Yeah.
I think he's more talking about like wanting to create. Like you shouldn't have to feel motivated to want to create again. Like you should always have that drive within you. You know what
I was gonna say, like, what do you do, or have you ever had like a creative funk? There you go, I'm using Keem's word. Where you just you can't do anything. Like you're drawing and you're like, oh, this just ain't working. Like, or you have like you've done so much creative stuff that you're like mentally drained and you're just as tired like you just did a whole day of like working out.
It happens all the time. I feel like that's when you got to switch gears. Like you can't always, be an output. You know what I mean? Like at that point, if I feel like that, then I'll stop and then start intaking. So I'll start reading again. You know what I mean? I'll start rereading some books and see, because again, like a book that I read 2 years ago, I'm not the same person I was 2 years ago, so I'm gonna get more stuff out of it. That's why when you said that guy that only wants you to go once, like that's kind of drastic, because I feel like I can talk to somebody this year, and then in 2 years, like I can give you more knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I think when motivational speakers talk about like do it now, or I don't believe in motivation, is because I think they're targeting the people that haven't started yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, again, they're stuck in the idea. They don't know how to make it a reality, and how to, like, what's their journey look like? Which way direction should they go? And I think that's when most of the people in seminars like, oh, I have this idea, I just don't know what to do with it, or I don't know how to start. You know what I mean? I think that's even like Gary Vee, like, I don't know how much patience that dude has, man, talking to all these people always about the same shit, like get motivated, and then these people half the time don't do shit, like you said. Like it sucks, but that's the reality of it, so damn,
can't help everybody, man.
So I use that time to just like, all right, cool, like if I'm feeling that way, I'm aware of that. You know what I mean? All right, what am I gonna do that's gonna be solution based? Like I just start reading, man, or doing something different,
Yeah, because like that's what I do now. Like if I'm like, when it comes to creativity, if I'm hitting a block, I stop. I just stop, because I'm like, I'm gonna burn myself out.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to working, like my editing and all that, I'll edit for every hour. I get 30 minutes of
you earn your
fuck
time.
around time.
Yeah.
So I'll do 4 hours, and then I do 15 minutes, sorry. So I do 4 hours. Oh, okay. I got an hour now of messing around time. And it helps me a lot, because it's just like, you don't get too tired. You get a little time to take a break.
Yeah.
It took me a while though to kind of get into that routine of just like work, mess around. Work, mess around.
There was a thing that I researched about your creative hour. So you stay up, as long as you can, and when you try to find when you're the most creative throughout a day.
Ooh.
Which mine was like 2 a.m.
Yeah, I feel that's mine too. Bro.
And it just flows. So there's this thing called like kind of muscle memory, right? So what you do is like at that same time every day you play a song, you drink the same drink, and then you get to work. Because what happens is you do that for a week, a month. Then when you grab that drink and you play that song, your mind's like, hey, game time.